How you guys doing? This is Mike from Rockstars. You can find us at rkstrs.com. This is going to be a culmination of like 25 years worth of experience, 25,000 lessons that I've taught. So it's a very simple set of beginner lessons, but the reason they're a simple set of beginner lessons is I had to try a lot of different things to find a way that I felt you could learn the fastest. So we're going to break this into about 6 sections, I believe, is what we came up with. Each one is meant to do a thing, right? So before you go too far with looking at what that thing's for, don't worry about it yet, right? If you just blindly follow the directions, good things will happen. Everything that we're going to learn will need to be played to a beat. If you would like to have the beat to play it to, we will provide not only this entire course for free, obviously the videos are on here, but if you go to rkstrs.com/free guitar, you'll not only get all of the videos in one spot, but all the supplemental materials. We have PDFs, there will be some backing tracks to play along with, plus it puts you in the loop for a lot of other cool stuff, and it's free. You can afford free, right? So my whole idea was that I wanted to take the stuff that I've taught over and over and over and over and over and over and over again and just put it in one spot so I don't have to say it so much, okay? So although this is going to be a very simple approach, that's the concept. I want it to be a simple approach. We're going to break it into 2 segments. There's going to be chords, and we're going to go through all of what I consider the basic chords, but we're going to do them in segments, okay? Every time we do a segment, that's an insta song, okay? I call them insta songs because if you just learn how to play the notes back and forth in time, right? So you need to play them to a beat. If you just learn to play them back and forth in time, it will sound like something maybe even the first day, okay? I've tried to pick out some very, very, very simple chord progressions and combinations, as well as present it in a way where you can build, okay? It's not just the fact that they are grouped, it's why they're grouped, okay? So with that, we're going to start with just a single finger chord. I have 2 paths that we can choose, right? Okay, the more common approach for younger kids is absolute single finger. There we go, single finger, okay. Good news is that by just pushing down this one finger, it's the 3rd fret on the 1st string, all the way to the ground, okay? I know it's backwards, it's just how it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the low one, okay? It is what it is, can't change that one. Another example, real quick. This is up, okay? This is down because it goes by pitch. This is a lower than a lower, right? This goes up a lot, okay? This is up in pitch. It doesn't matter what it looks like. I get the fact that that looks like it should be down, but we're not talking about what you see. We're talking about what you hear, okay? Music is a hearing art, okay? We need to work on hearing the art. In this case, if you call this down, you're going to throw every other musician who's ever existed off because it sounds like up. So learn to use the right language for it. So back to this. This is a 1st string, right? And what we can do is even start with your 3rd finger, 1, 2, 3, on the 3rd fret, 1, 2, 3 of the 1st string. Now you saw how I did that, right? Metal bars, frets. Fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4. What number is your thumb? It doesn't get 1, okay? Now, I'm not saying you can never use your thumb, because you can, okay? But for the most part, what your thumb's going to do is push on the back, mostly right in the middle, okay? We can move it a little bit that way. We can move it a little bit that way, depending on what we're doing. A couple examples would be that if I'm going for a really big stretch, my thumb's going to be all the way farthest down, right? If I'm trying to mute strings or even use my thumb to play another note, which is advanced. We're not going to deal with that for a while. Then I'll bring it here. But most of the time, you're going to want it right there. Why? Number one, because it feels uncomfortable. It's not why we do it, but that's what it'll feel like, right? It'd be better if we did. We need your fingers up, okay? Up, 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 up. They need to be up as far as humanly possible. You see how that's coming in almost perfectly straight? Okay? Now, back to the chord that we're working on. This still needs to be straight. You're not going to bump into anything this way right now. When you get to this string and tilt your finger just a little, it blocks the string next to it. So this is going to be a concern. Start right from the beginning, straight up and down as you can get. Okay? Straight up and down, straight up and down. See how my finger's bent? Basically that. I want my fingertip. Okay? So this would be one approach to beginner chords. We would do what is a G chord, or the equivalent thereof. Now, we're only going to play the 3 strings closest to the floor when we do this. Don't bang on all of them if you're taking this approach first, okay? And then, first fret with the first finger. And our number that we count to in music 99% of the time is going to be to count to 4. So we would do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we would repeat it, okay? Notice I did not say 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? It is so much more important for it to be even than any other thing in music. Music is made up of 2 things. It's notes and it's beats. If you get the beats wrong, it's not music yet. Doesn't matter how good the notes are. Okay? So if you have to play it super slowly, then do that. Okay? It is more important to have an even right hand in this case, right? Now I actually do play left-handed. I'm going to be switching back and forth depending on what we're working on. But for beginner stuff, I wanted it to be easier to see. Okay, you see what I'm doing, right? My right hand is doing the exact same arc every single time. Okay, so G, 3, 4, G7. That is enough to be an Insta song. Okay, so we're going to start with that first. Now, if you are a little bit older or a little bit more familiar, then you would skip ahead to E minor and A suspended. The next couple beginner lessons are going to be specifically for 1-finger chords just like this, but I really feel that all the theory in here, it was pretty important as well. Hand placement, some of the terminology, etc., etc. So thank you guys, and we'll see you on the next video.